So, the party sets off without Atlas in order to pursue the monks of the Sacred Stone Monastery to rescue Wick's cousin, Ardent. I want everybody to roll for me, please. A perception check.
Oh boy.
You know how
August is
well
asleep
this.
already.
That was
7.
14.
20.
18.
Mod 20.
Oh, I'm in the wrong chat, I think. No, yeah.
Doing so much
You know
better
how
than last
August be
game.
once he gets in the cart.
All right.
Also mod 20.
Well, you don't yet need to make this roll.
Oh,
Atlas.
okay. You said everyone.
I'm sorry, I forgot to exclude you from being a person, and that's entirely my fault.
Yay,
Hey, what's going on over here,
exclusion.
guys?
I am always happy to be exclusion. Okay, anyway, what?
Right. So, Glenn is the one who notices this. As the cart travels down, and as Glenn is generally paying attention to things other than horse riding, and also a little bit of exacerbation after trying to be reasonable with Clippy Cloppy, and Clippy Cloppy just deciding not to be reasonable at all when it comes to her dad, she notices a figure off the side of the road, peering a little bit closer. Her elven eyes peer, and you see a robed man with a very large black hat with spider webbing upon it, embossed upon it, trying to shield his eyes from the sun, which is getting closer and closer to the horizon.
Glenn shouts to, I'm assuming, Wick, who is driving, and says, "Wait, stop the cart. I think I see Atlas over there. Do you see?"
Wickham's gonna stop the cart and look in the direction that Glencora indicates. Yeah.
The figure that she points to is a fair distance away. Looks like about 200 feet off the side of the road. But you recognize it. Yeah, it looks very much like Atlas, or at least his robe and hat. You know that hat. It's very unique. Atlas.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Yes.
around this moment when you come out of your reverie. Memories of a very fantastic voyage disappear into the ether. You desperately try to grab snippets, but you cannot. Elves don't usually dream, so they're not used to this sort of thing. They're not used to the fading of the memories of the night reset. But as you come to, you read there's a note in your hand with Wick's very strange handwriting, and you have no idea how you got it. And in your other hand, there is a crystal. One you recognize, but yet you have no idea how you got it, or why you recognize it. You have a little bit of a headache right now. And the sun is as bright and oppressive as ever.
Atlas is just gonna glare down and try to look away from anything that reflects the sun, and then curse. God damn it! I left my sunglasses.
I want you to make me a perception check, but it's at disadvantage because glare of the sun.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Where's my other one? There we go. Damn. All right. 3 plus 4 is 7.
Yeah, you can't see shit. You're just looking down and you think there's grass at your feet. You have no idea where you are. It's actually kind
Nope,
of a little
yep.
bit terrifying.
Yeah, Atlas just mutters, "God damn it. I don't have my sunglasses." And then continues to stare at this crystal, and then the note, and then the crystal, and then the note, and just frown.
Everybody else can now notice him.
Out of
Um,
character question. Is Atlas like on a path or somewhere we can drive the cart?
no, he's off the beaten path. He's out in the middle of the field,
Well, that's inconvenient.
like a crazy person.
Fuck's sakes. We're not off-roading.
Aricron was
Oh, he's off the road. Well, I guess we have to go without him then.
Let's hope we didn't wear those shoes today.
Aricron would have shouted from the cart. Just shouted like, "Hey, is that you out there?" See if there's any response.
Wiccan's gonna look at him and go, vague.
I mean,
Atlas!
You
Glenn.
can hear the pounding in your brain as you hear your name being called. It feels almost like the worst hangover you've had, except it's also affecting your teeth and your shoulders and your back and your legs. Or is that just the sun that hurts so
Wow.
much?
giving me flashbacks to my Tuesday and Monday.
It is Tuesday and Monday. That's right, I'm drinking right now.
I was sick those 2 days.
Yeah. Atlas sort of just blinks and just squints to try to see past his own nose and looks around blindly, just not happy.
Wickham is gonna sigh and hand the reins to Glencora and say, horses are good, they're not gonna go anywhere unless I tell them, stay here, I'm gonna go get our moth. And he's gonna climb out of the cart and start walking toward Atlas.
Okay. Glenn takes the reins and says something stern to the horses about staying still.
All right,
Atlas
the
just
horses mostly stay still.
They do.
Wick, just 1 second. I'm going to send you a note.
Okay.
Aricron will hop out of the cart too, just to, like, keep an eye out around the scenery. Make sure nothing's coming up on us or anything.
Atlas is burying his face in his hands and starts muttering fragments of statements, trying to like repeat them in order to keep them in his memory. And he's just muttering these words, these fragmented sentences, phrases over and over.
Yep, Wick, you approach Atlas, and yeah, you see exactly what I sent you.
Gotcha.
Oh man.
We're just gonna walk up and sort of. Alice is taller than Wickham and me.
6'1"?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Atlas is taller than August. And...
Yeah. Hey, Deathhead, bend down.
It's just sort of he can hear Wick's voice, and at least that is enough to get him to oblige. So he leans over and just lets out this groan between muttered words.
Yeah, must suck to have a hangover. He's going to reach up to the top of the hat, to the brim of it, and pluck the sunglasses off of them. and then relocate them onto Atlas's face, and then slap his cheek a little harder than he needs to, and go, "That's what you get. Get in the cart."
Atlas like lets out a small sigh when the sunglasses are on his face, and then just sort of flinches at the slap on the face because the sunglasses help, but his head still hurts and he's still like really baffled.
Atlas,
Yes.
roll me Arcana.
Goody. Well, his headache is awful because he rolled a 4 + 1, so 5.
You don't notice it then. Excellent. Carry
So
on.
Atlas just hisses through his teeth and then follows Wick and just mutters, "It's not a hangover. My head fucking hurts though."
Well, if it's not a hangover, then you're an asshole, but we been knew that. Any particular reason you decided to go fucking gallivanting and not tell the rest of your very concerned friends? And yes, Wickham is using the dad voice.
Alice rubs at his head and then glances at the stone in his hand again and then just says, "I thought I'd be back. But I don't even know where I went. So, say I'm an asshole. I've done it before. Wandering off is my thing."
Done it before, not gonna do it again. You go somewhere, you tell us. I don't care if you gotta go fucking pee in the woods. You tell us.
Make me another Arcana check. In fact, anybody who has Arcana can make a check on this. But Atlas can get advantage on this.
Oh, why, thank you.
May I also make it?
You proficient?
If you have, yeah, you can. Anyone can make an Arcana check.
Okay. I was about to say I have like bonuses. I'm not proficient.
5.
I'm not gonna make an Arcana check.
11. It's not great. 13.
Not my shtick.
Look at the big brain on August.
14.
14.
I was an
14.
11 on the dice, and I have a 3.
All right, so
Can't math.
Atlas and August, you both know this. Atlas knows that if certain individuals are blessed with strange magic power that they can't always control, and you are no exception. While you are given some level of prowess with it, there are times where one's innate magic powers will do as they will, and you don't get a chance to do anything about it. You don't get a chance to warn anyone. You don't get a chance to tell anybody or write a note. You're fortunate because when yours does it, it doesn't cause everything around you to catch on fire. It doesn't sap the light force from everyone around you. You just go somewhere. You're not sure where. You're not sure if it's even in this plane of existence where you go. But you just go. And you learn things. Things that your blood is trying to tell you. There is no warning people when it happens, though. You don't know how to control it. Not yet, anyways.
All right. So head pounding. Still, I'm assuming. Sunglasses
Okay.
only did so much.
Yeah.
Come get in the cart. It's covered.
Head still throbbing. Still disoriented from the fact that he wants to remember but can't remember everything. He doesn't understand what the hell just happened and how he got there. Atlas is just going to snap at Wick and be like, listen. Just because you're an angry little barbarian doesn't mean I can explain myself to you in a way that you'll understand. But I didn't have a chance to just jot a note. It happened. It has happened before. It is not something I can control. Hell, I don't know if I would ever actually went to bed last night. So, at least I'm here. Now. I don't even know how this note got in my hand, or how I ended up out in this field. So just fucking chill.
Was just worried.
Okay, are they within earshot then of the wagon?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Glen's just gonna kind of mutter softly to herself. Sometimes if we have a cat that wanders off, we bell him.
I have nothing else to say. All right, we know we were.
Alice just mutters, like, look, I don't know what to do with your worry. That's not what I'm used to. So let's just go to the stone monastery or whatever and deal with cult shit. Because at least that makes sense.
How about you take a small nap in the back of the cart? It is covered, like August said. Try and regain your shit. Maybe it'll hurt your head less. And then we can start doing that. Or you can nap on the way there, because having you at top is better than having you at none.
Elves don't nap.
Meditate.
Someone needs a timeout.
Just have a nap. That's racist.
I played an elf. I should know this.
Atlas, Atlas, you said your head hurts?
My head fucking horrific right now.
Maybe a little bit of magic to heal you?
Aricron, make a medicine check.
Medicine check. I'm good at this. An 8.
An 8.
I have
Okay.
+2.
Yeah. Oh, did you get a 10 total then?
No, I have an 8 total. That's why I said I'm good at this.
He doesn't look like he's had a hangover. Like, you don't see bags under his eyes. You don't see any bloodshot or anything like that. You give him a quick look over. If he's got any sort of injury or pain, it might not be physical in nature.
So like a healing word wouldn't.
You don't know. You
Okay.
don't know necessarily, but make me another medicine check, please.
Make Glen aid?
Glenn can also make a medicine check if she likes, or she can aid.
Preference, Aricron?
I don't mind if you help.
I'm just wondering if you'd rather I can help or I can roll on my own. I wasn't sure if you had a preference.
How does aid work? What was that?
You get advantage.
Oh, yeah. I would think I would prefer advantage.
Sure.
All right. Roll with advantage because of the help of Nurse Glencora.
There we go. 19.
19. You start looking him over a little bit more, and you start looking at his hand. And oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
You are healed now.
Oh.
For the
Oh,
recording,
cute.
Yep.
recording, there is a GIF of an adorable nurse cat
Yep.
Big
checking.
eyes, little pink.
Oh, that is.
Well, it
that
was
is-
actually, I specifically typed in Nurse Joy from Pokemon, and that came up. So I think that cat is Nurse Joy, which made it even better.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm certainly getting
Oh
some
my
joy from this kitty.
Yeah.
So what you notice on his left hand, across his palm, there is a recently deep cut. It doesn't seem to hurt him. He doesn't seem to feel it, but you can see that there is blood clotting. And when you look even closer at it, you can see kind of silvery flecks in it as well.
Ooh, Atlas, like how a doctor would hold one's hand, not like grasp it firmly. Just what'd you do last night? How'd you end up with this injury? I can still heal you if you need it. Just offering.
Out of character, does Atlas remember the spider?
You definitely remember the spider.
Okay.
You remember the
It's
spider
everything
coming by
after
and
it.
saying, yeah, basically doing the spider equivalent of "bitch, let's go," and then it's what happened and where the spider took you and what you've seen, you have forgotten.
Okay.
But continue.
Atlas is so out of it that he doesn't really react to being touched by Aricron. And he just looks down at his hand and at this gash in his hand, and it's just like,
Pardon?
I was.
I'll be right back.
Okay, maybe mute.
Pause. Yeah. Ooh.
We can mute him, can't we?
I'm scared to mute him.
Yeah.
Too
You
bad.
can just wait or roleplay amongst yourselves.
I mean, you could keep.
Aricon
Everything's
just like
okay.
slowly approaching Atlas, like any sudden movements.
No, I'm trying to roleplay this as medically professional as I can.
Should we just say that Wick's gotten back in the cart at that point?
Yeah, August is
Ellie-
watching as if like, oh, don't you make a sudden movement, bro.
Bro, you playing with fire? You about to get your fucking fingers eaten?
Don't worry. Don't worry. Aricron went to medical school.
Medical school for the testy and
Canonically, that makes sense because I am the healer.
I mean, yeah.
I'm back. Did anyone do anything cool?
Just kind of continue
No.
the roleplay.
Atlas is looks down at his hand and just then belatedly realizes that Aricron's touching his hand and is just
Yeah.
like, fucking, I don't fucking know, just don't touch me.
All right, I understand, but would you care for a little bit of healing?
You can fucking try, just do it without touching me.
All right. He will cast healing word, so I don't have to touch him.
All right. The what was once a gash starts to heal up a little bit. The remnants of the blood and the silver flecks are there, but the actual cut itself is gone. It never hurt though. You felt no pain from it.
Do you feel any better? At least 11 points better.
Yeah, you feel hale and healthy. You still have a little bit of a headache, but the spell also helped a little bit with that as well. And as the time goes by, you're kind of coming out of that headache state, and becoming more yourself.
Better.
Glad you're feeling better. No hard feelings on the touching. I was just trying to look out for you.
Sure.
Glad you're okay. We were worried about you. I know you're not used to that, but
Roll me another Arcana check, please, Atlas.
We're gonna do the ladybug. Come on, be nice to me, ladybug.
That just sounds like such an Atlas song to sing.
Let's be a ladybug tonight.
Like be a ladybug tonight.
If you've ever been a ladybug to begin with.
All right. We got 15 plus 1, 16.
Okay. You notice something. As you're in the cart, one, it's a really nice cart. You know, they got the covering over it. The light is really nice. But you don't think to remove your sunglasses. And you're like, well, it's actually bright enough in here. I don't have to. And then you put your hand at the side of your face and you realize that the shade that blocks the light isn't just where the lenses are. It's gone to the sides as well. Somehow your glasses got enchanted?
Mm-hmm.
What happened last night? Now I want. Oh, actually, no. I don't want. Actually, I want you to make one more Arcana check, please.
Okay. Ha, 19.
haha.
Beautiful. You have heard of other realms of existence, of places that represent various aspects of being. And now that you sit down and you think about it, it's quite possible that you visited one during your vision quest. One of the realms is the realm of creation, where ideas and things, the archetype of them exists. So, for example, there is a cat, but the archetype from which the idea cat comes from exists in this idyllic realm. And you've heard a legend that sometimes people who go through this idyllic realm carry some of it with them. It is next to impossible to visit on purpose, but you have heard legends of heroes going through on accident and then coming out with these very same artifacts that become part of their legend.
This is kind of piecing that together as he looks down at this crystal that he doesn't understand the existence of, considering it seems familiar but not familiar. And he just sort of hums to himself, not even realizing it. And then he starts again to repeat the strange words stuck in his mind as he's looking at this crystal.
Have you said the words to the party?
No, he's still just muttering them to himself.
Okay, I want people to make a perception check, please, or an insight check, actually, just to see if you can hear what he's saying.
Insight.
Ooh, that can't
Yeah.
be good.
21.
21.
All right.
14.
8.
Oof.
No, those are good. Except for that 8 can.
There's a squirrel around the up on the road.
Squirrels are mines now.
And so Glenn's invested.
You're distracted by thoughts of
The bodega.
how you're
cat.
going to you're going to reward the bodega cat for being a bodega cat, and everyone else can hear what you're saying, though, if you would be kind enough to share with the class.
Absolutely. So Atlas keeps muttering to himself, the sixth gift, Moonblood. The unspeakable speaks again. And repeats those 3 things repeatedly. The sixth gift, Moonblood. The unspeakable speaks again. Very confused, but can't seem to get them out of his head, and he keeps repeating them in fear that they will disappear as well.
Out of character, Drake, I'm going to break your knees.
I knew you'd recognize some of that.
Your knees.
Hear that?
Forfeit.
Threw that in Dice Pit in case my pronunciation is bad over.
Oh, there are lore implications in some of
boy.
that.
Oh God, like from our old campaign.
I'm not saying anymore. But
No
Sona
longer
knows.
knees. No
Would-
longer knees. You
Had
said
this before I
you
joined.
said you would not do this.
Oh God.
I
Lied.
did say
You lied. That's what
I-
you did.
I didn't say I wouldn't do this. I
Yes,
said I would. What exactly did I say I wouldn't do?
I'm not going to torment you guys like I did with the first one. I'm not going to do
didn't.
that.
Yeah,
You
I didn't.
said nothing as crazy as
Or as
A world
painful as
of-
chickens.
we came
Yeah.
in asking for it. Don't lie.
Yeah. This is nothing is as painful as chickens.
I'm going to have a mental
Nothing at all.
breakdown.
I was excited to have Drake as a DM just for the pain. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, I absolutely love
I
it.
thought we were on the same page.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
love it. I'm just
Pain!
I mean that there is a lore bomb there.
yeah, no, the
Okay.
lore bomb is the reason that
Like-
I'm freaking out. I love Drake as a DM, and I would not.
There's 2 lore bombs there, but
Yeah.
one lore bomb's a little bit bigger than the other.
Mm.
But the world is different now, so maybe some things aren't quite the same as you remember them,
I'm gonna piss in your Cheerios.
or maybe they're exactly the same.
Would
You have to smell all of your coffee from here on out.
would
Everyone but Glenn hears this. I don't know if anyone wants to
Yeah.
react to it.
So the cart keeps going.
Actually, before we started, I wanted to say that Wickham was gonna say something before we started going,
Sure.
and it was literally just, okay, ass on hay, and we'll be on our way.
You could have saved that for another occasion.
Never.
would Aricron hear these words and
Yeah.
recognize anything?
No.
Not
No.
even religion
He's
based.
just muttering.
Nope.
Okay.
These are not concepts that are contained within the modern religious understanding of this world, nor within the modern arcana of this world.
Okay.
This
Sona.
is there is fourth wall knowledge.
Yeah, Sona knows. Wickham, no fucking
Yeah.
clue.
And Sona can explain at another time pretty soon. But the cart keeps going down the path, turns to
Hey.
head towards the stone temple as the sun sets over the mountain in a nice, comfortable, cool evening.
I have a question because I forgot to ask earlier.
Sure.
Could I be taking the time in the wagon or before we left to attune to that sickle anyway?
You would have been able to take the time. Yeah, because short rest, easy. Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's fine. Glad you asked. And as you approach, you go down the path that you're told leads to the stone guardian. The stone temple. You see two figures standing on either side of the path. And I want you to make perception checks, please.
Natural 20.
Oh, I
Beautiful.
almost had a natural 20.
Beautiful.
I watched my dice go from 20 to 8. So 10.
No,
Beautiful. That is beautiful.
Let me.
perception.
What time of day is it?
It's sunset.
Sunset?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't thinking that.
Nat 20 plus my add-ons is like a 24.
Yeah, that's good. I'd love to see it.
22.
The first thing that you recognize of the figures is that they're not moving in response as you approach. The second thing that you notice about the figures is the reason why they're not moving is because they are statues.
Oh.
The third thing that you notice as you get closer as these statues are of two men wearing the regalia of the Summit Hill Knights and the monitors of Arbitus. And that is where we're going to leave this off today.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording in 3, 2, 1.